Hello and welcome to National Focus for Friday, June 21, 2024. I am Julian Morris. In the headlines, the Ebenezer SDA Primary tops 2024 Grade 6 National Assessment. Police prepared for 2024 hurricane season, and the government to unveil new indoor sports facility at Benjamin's Park. The details of the headline stories and more when we return. Welcome back. The Ebenezer SDA Primary School has topped the 2024 Grade 6 National Assessment. The announcement was made during a press brief on Friday afternoon. Maya Bertrand secured the #1 position for the Ebenezer School. She was followed by Thierry Lothaire of St. Mary's Primary, DeAndre Barry of the Ebenezer SDA Primary, Kenji Delsol of the Caleb John Laurent Primary, and Kitara Beaupierre of the Pioneer Preparatory School. Out of 820 candidates who sat the exam, 407 of which were girls and 413 boys, 79 students got scholarships and 70 were awarded bursaries. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, has commended these students and schools for their outstanding performance this year.
Congratulations to those students and the schools that excelled. Congratulations to the parents who spurred their children on. Congratulations to all the students who participated in the Grade 6 assessments. You are all wonderful intelligences with tremendous ability for learning. Congratulations to each of you. I'm excited to see and know how much you will contribute to our dynamic Dominica. I am so proud of you.
4 of 5 students of the Penville Primary School have also received scholarships in this year's examinations. GIS wishes to congratulate all the students who sat the exams this year and wishes them the very best in their new chapter. More on this in a subsequent newscast. The Caribbean Digital Transformation Project is revolutionizing healthcare in Dominica through the introduction of the Health Management and Information System.
Very excited to share that in the next coming months, the government of Dominica, the Ministry of Health, Social Services, will be implementing a health management and information system. And basically what this will do is to digitize all of the processes that is involved or part of the health services. And so we speak about patient registration, we speak about being able to pay online, we speak about being able to access your information in a timely manner.
The new project is geared at empowering health professionals with the tools to deliver efficient service.
This is being done under the Caribbean Digital Transformation Project. So the project, the government of Dominica would have taken a loan to implement this project to the tune of 75 million EC dollars, 28 million US dollars. And what we are looking at is varying sectors where we can digitize the processes and the sectors that are most impactful on the citizens, on the Commonwealth of Dominica, And so our health sector is a major sector that, is client or citizen oriented. You can't really operate a health sector if you do not have the citizens, for whatever reason. And not just to provide, aftercare sort of thing, but preventive as well.
The project seeks to improve accessibility of health information across the board, provide improved communication, minimize wait times, and ensure data security. The Health Management Information System will be coordinated in conjunction with the multipurpose identity management system.
It's an automatic process. So one of the things that we're actually in the process of implementing is our multipurpose identification system. And so every single resident, and I'm emphasizing resident, of Dominica will receive an ID card. And what that will allow us to do is, with the ID number, you're able to, the system, the ID system, will be integrated with all other systems. And so basically, if you come into a health center, hospital, and you present your ID card with your ID number, once they enter that number into the health system, all of your bioinformation will be pulled across.
A change management team will aid the transition efforts for healthcare professionals and citizens.
We have also put in place a change management team. It's going to be a change of mindset, really, because we're now saying to people that before you could come into a healthcare facility with a book, and now we're saying you could carry your book, but it's not really needed because all of your information is now digitized. And so we are putting in place, as I said, this whole change management team that will assist in influencing how people use the system. Not just the doctors, the nurses, but us as citizens, because we now have to get used to everything being digital.
Ongoing training and preparation will be made available for the implementation of the health management and information system across the island.
We have 16 innovation hubs, and so we're going to use those innovation hubs to train the providers, the healthcare providers, the doctors, the nurses, and so on, everybody who is going to interact with the system. So we're going to do that. We have started training for the citizens, for our citizens, and so we would have been conducting digital literacy training right across Dominica. It is continuous, and so more training schedule will be released soon. And in terms of consultation, we do plan to go out to the communities and to speak with us as citizens to explain what it is that we're going to do, and of course to hear the questions, get the feedback, and so on. So that schedule will be released soon.
Meanwhile, government's e-services portal has come online as of mid-June.
The e-services portal was launched last week, and what that is we have put in place a platform where you can now access all government services and pay for them as well. So before we had our e-payment portal where you could go and pay, but you were not able to apply for the service online. So with the e-services portal, you can apply online and you can also pay online.
Through the e-service portal, over 90 of government services can be accessed at one's fingertips.
This drastically changes the way in which government is doing business now, because one, it's a faster way of you being able to access the service that you need. Imagine that you no longer have to go to the registry to stand in a line to apply for a birth certificate or any event certificate. You can actually do so online, and you can actually pay for it online at the same time. The next process that we're working on is having it delivered to you wherever you are. And so there are over 90 plus services that somebody can apply for online and pay for online.
The e-service portal can be accessed at eservices.gov.dm or through digidom.
We call it digidom.gov.dm, and it's literally a click of a button. So you want to apply for a service, and you can do so from anywhere. And it's mobile friendly, so you can, you're walking in town and you realize, oops, I need to pay for, a passport. You just pull out your mobile phone and voila, you have access to the form, you pay for it, you get the receipt, and you continue with your process. So we say it's service being delivered in quick time, 24/7.
Dr. Jean-Pierre says there are plans to eventually introduce an app.
Once we are comfortable with the website, it's going to be an app. So you could just go, again, it's already mobile friendly, but you would have to go on a browser on your phone to get access to it. And so once we are very comfortable with that first phase, then the next phase is we'll build you an app, and you can just, go to the app and voila.
The Caribbean Digital Transformation Project recognizes the role of technology in strengthening resilience and delivering efficient service.
The project, Caribbean Digital Transformation Project, while the project is not, a 10-year project that would allow us to achieve such, but the objective of the project really is to digitize as much of our services that we offer, and to also to create the environment where we feel safe going online, where we are able to transact without fear that someone will, take our money or all of that stuff. And literally to bring access to services to your doorstep.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Ride safe, wear a helmet, safer roads in the nature aisle. This message was brought to you by the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
Welcome back. Destination Marketing Manager at the Discover Dominica Authority, Ms. Andy Ravarea, says the Ministry of Tourism remains committed to its goal of increasing visitor arrivals. The ministry has announced the mandate to have 500,000 visitors to Dominica by 2030 and has taken steps to achieving this goal by diversifying the tourism sector and expanding the country's tourism product. Ms. Ravarea says the ministry has developed strategies to increase Dominica's competitiveness in the tourism industry.
For Discover Dominica Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, our aggressive goal of 500,000 by 2030 is at the forefront of all marketing and tourism development efforts. We continue to explore new and dynamic ways to expand the island's tourism offerings, to effectively position Dominica as a destination and to bring more visitors to our shores. Together, a lot is being done to analyze Dominica's comparative advantages, conducting tourism asset inventory, examining our built and natural landscapes, to tailoring development strategies, all in an effort to turn our comparative advantages into competitive ones.
Ms. Ravare explained that by creating partnerships with groups such as 767 Bike Life, this will assist the ministry in reaching a more diverse group of visitors.
Those efforts are the reason we are here today. Did you know that 767 Bike Life has successfully drawn about 300 visitors to our shores? Bikers, bike enthusiasts, and biking fans from around the region have participated in Dominica Bike Day from 2016. Now, a little bit of noteworthy facts. There are about a few hundreds of bike festivals around the world. However, very few are set in a nature heaven like our Dominica. Over 90.5% of bikers seek out scenic views to ride.
The upcoming Bike Fest will attract a variety of visitors attached to Dominica's adventure tourism and sports tourism sectors.
Natural environments were found to be an important pull factor for bikers, or what is termed motorcycle tourists. These tourists are tied to adventure tourism and sport tourism. The niche market actively searches out destinations with breathtaking and natural views and destinations which provide a rich local culture that is exciting. That is us, Dominica.
The inaugural Bike Fest is expected to boost tourist arrivals with 3 major events scheduled for the weekend.
This year, the Ministry of Tourism, Discover Dominica Authority, and Dominica Festivals Committee have partnered with 767 Bike Life and Nature Island Riders to proudly and excitingly present Dominica's first Bike Festival, a 3-day festival commencing on Friday, July 19th with a huge welcome ceremony. Mr. Augustine gave us a little snippet of that. On Saturday 28th, Kenfield Airport comes alive with an array of activities, displays, and exhibitions. And Sunday 21st brings the festival to a close with one of the most iconic and scenic island tours.
Deputy Chief of Police Lincoln Corbett says the force is prepared for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, which NOAA predicts will be an above normal season. The Deputy Chief of Police says the police are at an advanced stage of preparedness and have in place a major disaster plan, which will be activated 24 hours before a major disaster.
And that plan speaks to what officers are expected to do. It speaks also to we set up a command center in the event of a major disaster. Around this time of the year, we refer basically to hurricanes. We know other disasters can affect us, but our focus really and truly around this year, on 1st of June, during the hurricane season, our focus is on hurricanes.
Work has also been undertaken to fortify a number of police stations to a level where they can serve as hurricane shelters for officers.
In terms of our preparedness and our readiness, we are at an advanced stage of readiness and preparedness for the hurricane season. And that is to say, in terms of infrastructure, most of our stations, after Hurricane Maria, were rebuilt and fortified. With the exception of a few stations, most of our stations, we don't have to evacuate in the case of a hurricane. We did some brand new works on the Dillis police station. We don't have to evacuate. The Lappin police station, similarly. Granby police station. Rosa police station, where I am right now, we don't have to evacuate that station. As I speak to you, we're doing some major works on the St. Joseph police station. And when that is completed, we won't have to evacuate in the event of a hurricane.
He says all police stations have a reliable water supply, VHF radios, and backup generators. He says these police stations are resilient and will therefore withstand major hurricanes.
All of our stations have adequate water supplies, and those who are not up to date, we are finalizing that. In terms of generation of power, we are up to date, we are up to speed. All of our stations now have generators, unlike when Maria struck, we were struggling. But our station now has generators, and as I speak, again, our technicians are out there ensuring that everything is working properly. In terms of radios and communication, every police station now has affixed to the station VHF radios. And again, as I speak with you, officers are out there ensuring that everything is up and running. The testing, ensuring that the radios are working. They're also doing some training of the officers to ensure that we do not lose any equipment in case of a hurricane. So that entails the officers learn how to install and take down the antennas. Because you will understand if an antenna rains during the hurricane, you may lose it. So the idea that we have antennas that are fixed to temporary structures, and in the event of a hurricane, we take them down before the hurricane strikes, and soon after it's safe, they're repositioned and reinstalled.
On the issue of manpower, police officers may be asked to return to duty after they have secured their families. Regarding police response, the Deputy Chief of Police says there is a strategy in place which includes the advanced deployment of officers in the case of an impending disaster. He says one of the lessons learned during Hurricane Maria is the extent of looting which took place, and as a result, the advanced deployment of officers will also serve as a further deterrent in that respect. A new indoor cricket facility has been opened. The facility, located at the Benjamins Park in Portsmouth, was unveiled on Friday, June 21, as government continues to invest in sports development in Dominica. This is part of an ongoing effort by government to develop and rehabilitate sporting facilities around the island, in a bid to foster community sports and investing in the country's sportsmen and women at the grassroots level. An opening ceremony for the facility was held on Friday, featuring West Indies players Ali Katanaz and Captain Hodge as guests of honor. GIS will bring you more in a subsequent newscast. Coming up next, the Creole News Highlights with Jenno Jacob.
Bienvenue sur Nouvel en Creole, nom monsieur Julian Jacob. Député chef police Lincoln Corbett, du département police Dominique bien préparé pour saison cyclone Salah. Saison a commencé 1er juin. Autant département gouvernement, j'ai fait préparation. En tout cas, nous tapons un désastre.
Ok, département police préparé pour si nous tapons un major cyclone. Nous avons tout bas nous avons besoin. Là, ils vont venir pour cailler pour police, pour été. Autre station, ils vont pour quitter la station là, pour aller en la place. Là, où ils vont passer. Et il y a des stations, nous pour quitter, parce qu'ils ne sont pas tellement forts. Mais en vaste majorité, la station là, nous ne pouvons pas quitter. So, nous ne pouvons pas quitter Goabi. Nous ne pouvons pas quitter la plaine, Délice, Calibichi, nous ne pouvons pas quitter Saint-Joe. Nous avons anti-caille, mais nous avons mis tout pour le caille là. Comment parler contre Saint-Joe? Nous avons rangé, nous avons fait une brand new station 9 faillots. Là, il finit, nous ne pouvons pas quitter la station là. Si on regarde ce cyclone qui a passé.
Et les polices panne pour quitter station yo, Roseau, Wesley et puis Marigot. Et depuis toute station police préparée, toute station n'est générateur.
Toute station n'est générateur. So si Dominique prend courant yo, pas si, là yo prend courant. Donc il y a courant station là. Donc il y a l'eau, parce que toute station yo l'eau en tank et puis il y a 1000 gallons. Puis il y a 400 gallons autant d'eau. So, nous avons ça, il y a une pompe, et puis on a un générateur, on a de l'eau à la station là. Communication, toute station actuellement est radio. So, ça a été délice pour Roseau. Ça a été la peine pour Roseau. So, ça a été pas sauf pour Roseau. Contenance pour Roseau. So, pour pas pour venir à l'épieu. Après, il monde. Sur toute station, ni communication actuellement. Comme on a parlé, nous avons fait test, nous avons fait certains dans toute station, ça a parlé.
Et nous compte bagaille, nous avons fait pour préparer.
L'autre chose nous avons fait, actuellement, nous avons train officier comment pour tirer l'antenne avant le week-end. Parce que nous ne pouvons pas parce que nous quittons l'antenne avec nous perdons, nous ne pouvons pas parler. So, nous avons montré comment pour tirer avant le cyclone, et comment pour mettre les après. So, nous avons parlé avec un et l'autre. L'autre bail, nous avons fait avec transport. Nous avons collectionné autre transport, mais pour se décaler, ça n'a pas tellement vrai, tout ça passe. Ça dit, public là, c'est ça. Pour le scanner, c'est voiture. Si on cyclone qui a venu, parce que ça gouvernement a fait, nous avons tapé voiture, autre département, gouvernement. So, si on station panier en voiture, nous avons tapé en voiture.
Le ministre de la Santé a fait plus aisé pour taper information sur un système digital. et que banos et puis docteurs meilleurs outils pour travailler mieux, à sur ligne computer. Professionnels santé qui fait communication plus vite, plus sécurité aussi. Transformation digitale Kawaïb en charge projet salaire. Yo qui fait training système management information en Dominique. Manager destination la place autorité pour découvrir Dominique Andia Ravarier dit ministre touriste ni commitment pour mener plus touristes Dominique. Ministre la voulait mener 500 000 touristes Dominique pour 200 000 30. Il dit bike festival là qui assisté fait ça. Ministre touriste lancé bike fest hier, puis qui ont 100 motobike hors de l'autre pays qui venu ici Dominique. Festival là qui couru hors de 19 pour 23 juillet 2124. Ça, c'est tout à ce nouvel en Creole. Non, M. Geno Jacob, un bon week-end. Au revoir.
And as we're in the midst of the hurricane season, it's crucial to take proactive steps to protect yourself and your family. Today's tip, develop an emergency communications plan. Ensure all family members know what to do. Teach family members how and when to turn off gas, electricity, and water. Teach your children how and when to call the police or fire department, and which radio station to tune into for emergency information. In case family members are separated from one another during a disaster, have a plan for getting back together. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend and stay safe.